and he said, we would like to have 2 plates of your grilled fish and some fried plantains and your 3 greens. When I brought the food out, the guy ate. He was like, this is what I'm talking about.
Wow.
He said, this is even better than the fish I ate when I was in Cameroon. He said, well, since he went to Cameroon and came back, he went back to Canada, he's been saying, oh my goodness, where would I ever eat fish that tastes so good like the fish I ate in Cameroon? And when he went back to Canada, he sent me an email. He wrote on my feedback on my website.
Wow.
He was like, keep up the good job. That fish that I ate, I have been thinking about the fish. The next time I show up in America, I'm going to come to the restaurant. Unfortunately, if he comes now, the restaurant is not there anymore, but hopefully he will buy a bottle of the seasoning.
Exactly.
And I tell him how to make it. Because in the cookbook, I actually show the steps. It's easy. Just marinate, of course, overnight.
Of course,
That's how you get the best.
Every time.
Yes. Marinate overnight. And everything else is, So now, talking about greens.
Oh, yeah.
This is another good one.
Oh, I've been working with that one too.
I have friends whose daughters call me and they say, Auntie, we use the green seasoning in everything. And there is a particular spice in here called the bush onion or the country onion. And to tell you the truth, you can find that seed only in Cameroon or in Gabon.
Wow.
Because that seed was found in the rainforest in the south of Cameroon, the border between Cameroon and Gabon.
Okay.
Yes. So we call it a magic seasoning.
Wow.
The flavor, when you put it in anything, it changes it completely. You put it in kari, you put it in beans, you put it in pepper soup. Even you add it to your meat before you grill, your soya spice.
Oh yeah.
Because even the soya blend, I forgot to tell you that I put a little bit of that in the soya blend as well. That's why probably the lamb that you grilled was just so good.
Exactly.
That particular spice is called the magic seasoning. Wow. It is so expensive. Back home, it's one of the most expensive spices you can find.
Wow.
I will not blame them. We just call it magic seasoning.
You can't match the
magic spice. You cannot match the quality.
Wow.
Let me tell you, when I went to Further Foods and I showed them all the herbs that I wanted them to put into my blends, when they picked up the bush onion and they smelt it, they kept going, They're like, wow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. What is this?
Yeah.
They've never smelled anything that smelled that good.
Wow.
Yeah. The bush onion or the country onion is wonderful.
Wow.
Yeah. But it is so expensive.
Yeah.
But because I believe in quality and I want people to just eat and enjoy their foods, I do everything to put at least a little bit in most of the in the porridge seasoning, the chicken seasoning, the beef seasoning.
Yeah.
In the greens I put a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is the magic seasoning.
Okay.
Now the next magic seasoning in here is the African basil.
Okay.
The African blue basil. It grows in America because somebody just gave me somebody showed me a pot that this was the African basil.
Okay.
And I think I believe because when I looked at the leaf, the middle of the leaf had a kind of purple color to it, which is different from how the regular sweet basil, how the leaf looks like.
Yeah.
So I believed him that was the African basil.
Okay.
Or a species of the African basil.
Yeah. Wow.
It's also just wonderful. Any dish that you make with palm oil, African basil goes into it, and it just changes everything.
Wow.
So together, the African basil plus the bush onion or the country onion in your green seasoning. Wow. Your house will just smell so good.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
I have friends that I met at the gym and they bought some because I mean if you're trying to eat healthy, you're going to be looking for herbs, seasonings that don't have any salt, no preservatives, nothing, just herbs.
Yeah.
So when I told them about it, most of them were buying. And a lot of them were buying the green seasoning. And last week after the exercise, one of them came up to me and said, "Guess what? I made some greens. I used your seasoning." And my husband ate and came back and asked for more. I was like, are you sure you want more greens?
Yeah.
He said, yeah, I want more greens. He said, since when did you start eating greens? He said, these greens taste different. And the house is just smelling so good.
Yeah.
What is it that you put in these greens today? And she said, the African lady's seasonings.
Yeah.
So today she was really happy.
Wow.
You know, she was telling me at the gym, she said, I just keep putting that seasoning in everything I cook.
Yeah.
So I'm putting my green seasoning. And not only that, it also has the green onions.
Okay. Okay.
It has leeks. Now, leeks is, to me, the best seasoning that you can
Because you can
use.
make a sauce of leeks.
Yes, I have my leek sauce. I inherited that from my mother.
Okay.
Of course, she taught me how to cook. That's why on the bottles you see
Yeah.
is her face, and the brand is Mami Doro seasoning. That's her pet name, Mami Doro. So, the leeks, when you put leeks in anything you cook, the flavor is just. So I can imagine this lady cooking the greens, putting the seasoning that has the bush onion, which is the magic seasoning. It has the African basil. That's a seasoning of.
It's like a super basil.
Yeah, super basil.
Yeah.
It's super basil. Then it has the leeks. Which is, to me, is the king of the onion family. Then it has the green onions. And then it has sweet basil as well. And celery. So all those greens.
Wow.
So my idea is, let your greens be green. So when you cook your greens, let them stay green. Because then it's appetizing. Because by running the restaurant, I learned a couple of things. Food is first what you see. When the eye sees the food, looks at the plate, and it is appetizing to the eye,
that's true.
Then you come close.
Exactly.
Then the flavor from the food hits your nose. What happens to your mouth?
Exactly.
Start watering. So the saliva starts building.
That's it.
So to really make somebody eat, you need to make sure the food looks right. Then the flavors are great. Then they want to eat. And there is absolutely no reason why we shouldn't be doing that.
Absolutely.
With good herbs, like combination of herbs like this, that give you all the flavor you need for the different dishes. Plus the Motherland cookbook that's coming out soon, with all my Motherland recipes, plus more that I've researched on in the book. So there's no reason why people should not just enjoy what they cook and just cook their own food and be sure about what they feed their families. Because that's the only way you're sure what you feed your body and what you give your kids and what you give your husband. By cooking it yourself. So in the Motherland cookbook, I have made it easy, really easy to cook lots of our African foods. I've come up with really simple methods. But the only catch is it's not fast. So don't go into
the time in.
Exactly. Don't go into the kitchen thinking I'll just be out in 10, 20, 30 minutes. No. That means you're just fixing something, like you're slicing some tomatoes and some onions and putting some salad dressing. 20 minutes you'll be out. So you're fixing something. But if you want to cook, you should go into your kitchen knowing that I'll be in here for an hour or two. Because when the food comes out, boy, it is going to justify the amount of time you spend in the kitchen. And your body will be happy.
Very happy.
Your body will be happy. Now, the meat seasoning. Most of the meats, like the deer, the turkey, the goat, the lamb, they are gamey.
That's true.
Lots of people don't like eating those meats
That's
because
true.
they say they're gamey. So, the combination of herbs in the meat seasoning, because you have the bush onion and the African basil, they take the gaminess away.
Reduces that taste.
Yes.
Wow.
So there are two things that I put in the book. If you're going to cook your hen, or you're going to cook the goat, or the lamb, or the deer, you put in the pot, put water and salt,
Yeah.
and boil it for like 10 minutes,
Okay.
and then strain it out.
Okay.
Pour it in a colander.
Okay.
And just rinse it off. So you boil that first phase,
Yeah.
you boil it just with salt.
Okay.
And then you pour it out, put it back in the pot,
Okay.
put water, put your seasonings,
Okay.
and then cook.
Oh.
It's just going to be meat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The gaminess is gone.
Yeah.
So by first parboiling and then adding these herbs that put so much flavor,
Wow.
takes away the gaminess from your meat.
Wow.
That's why lots of people used to come to the restaurant and they'll be like, why is your goat stew different? Why is your hen stew different?
Yeah.
Why is your pepper soup different? Because of the herbs.
Yeah, yeah.
Because of the herbs.
That's what made it stand out.
Exactly. It's the herbs that give flavor to food. And the truth of the matter is, when you put the right combination of herbs in your food, you don't need that much salt.
No, you don't. You don't.
So in a way, it's healthier
It is.
to kill your food with seasonings than to be worrying about the bouillon cube, the Maggi cube, or too much of that. Because I can make a huge pot of jollof rice
Oh, yeah.
and put 2 Maggi cubes, which is the equivalent of 1 bouillon cube.
Wow.
Yeah. And half a teaspoon of salt. And it will still be tasty. Because the taste in your food is not from those salts.
No, no.
It's from the herbs. It's from the herbs. Yeah, it's from the herbs. So
Wow.
I think this is all the seasonings that I have. And
And then I know you have your hot sauces too.
oh yeah,
No one does jalapeno sauce like you.
yeah, the hot sauce. The problem that I'm having right now, having it actually bottled so I can put it in the shop stores just like these, is we're still looking for a way of having a natural preservative approved.
Okay.
It's tough.
Oh yeah, it is.
Because
it is.
most hot sauces, or most sauces that you see on the shelf, have some kind of preservative.
They do.
Whether it's lime, lemon, citric acid, whatever is it that they put in the sauce. But the thing is, when you put those preservatives, it takes away the flavor.
It does, yeah. You're gonna lose something. Yeah.
Yes, and then when you add it to your food, it changes the flavor of your food.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't want my tomato stew to have lemon. I don't want my 3 greens.
Yeah.
When I stew my 3 greens, put my good green seasoning with my bush onion, my African basil, and all that.
Yeah.
And I want to put some hot sauce on it to have vinegar.
Exactly.
It takes away the flavor.
It does. It does.
So that is the main problem that I'm having. So we may have to bottle the hot sauce and sell it out of the fridge.
Okay.
Sell it from the frozen section.
Yeah.
Which will be more expensive.
That's true.
Yeah. So I want to take it easy and see if we can actually find a natural preservative. When we do, then the leek sauce and the hot sauce will be on the shelves as well, just like these.
Okay.
Yeah. So for now, the herbs, you can find them in a couple of states.
Okay.
Like in Nashville, you can find them in the store in the farmers market.
Okay.
In Oklahoma, you can find it in the store on McCarter Highway, McCarter Street.
Okay.
In Maryland, you find it in Wheaton.
Okay.
By the Wheaton Mall.
Okay.
There is the store, the Exotic House.
Okay.
They carry the seasonings.
Oh, great.
Yeah, and I'm working with other stores in Maryland to see if they can start carrying them as well.
And then I'll be carrying on my Amazon store
exactly.
too. So,
So in your store, Amazon, if people go there, you'll find the seasonings as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. In Minnesota, you can find it. Some stores in Seattle. There is the store downtown Seattle. They carry the seasonings.
Wow.
In Arizona, you have it in Tampa. In Tempe.
Tempe, Arizona. That's our Phoenix. Yeah.
And also Chandler. The international market in Chandler.
Wow.
The Chinese market. They're carrying it as well. They have it in Chandler.
Great.
In Ohio, you have it in Bericum. Bericum African store. They're carrying the seasonings as well.
Great.
So there are a couple that are maybe 14 or 15 states that have at least one store carrying them. So